Okay, great. Okay, Casey. So once again, thank you so much for joining the Structured Web webinar training series. As you can see, are you able to see my shared screen?
Yep, perfect.
Okay, great. So as you can see, the topic for today is basically we're going to review form submissions in the Customer Center. Um, and part of the agenda is just to show you, very simple, straightforward process was just to get from the Marketing Center, which I'm sure you're familiar with, the Marketing Center scope, which is the first scope that you arrive to once you log in. And then from there, I'll show you how to get to the Customer Center. And then we'll just go ahead and review a couple of form submissions, and we'll also do one as an example, just just so that you know basically how it works. Okay. So this is the Marketing Center. I don't know if you're familiar with our platform, if you've started using it already, or is this the first time?
Oh no, I've been using it, yes.
Okay, great. So you're familiar with the Marketing Center and with its tabs and everything, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay, great. So basically, this is the Marketing Center. This is one of my test accounts, so it might look slightly different, but the functions and buttons and knickknacks are basically the same. So basically what we're going to do is we're just going to get right to it. We're just going to go ahead and jump into the Customer Center. As you can see, there's a drop down for all our scopes. I have access to several scopes, one of which is the Customer Center. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on the Customer Center option here. And this is basically our Customer Center. And from the start, what you can see is just like a summary activity that's been taking place in the last 30 days. You can see it right here, right?
Yes.
So basically what I did recently was I just went ahead and just submitted two forms just to give you an idea. And so from the start, you can see the latest activity. So you can see the form submissions right here from the home tab, but you can also go ahead and access this information in the from the forms option right here on the left side. So you just want to go ahead and click on that, and then you see that we have options, mostly search options. uh, there is a drop down list to actually search for the forms. Now most of our partners have a huge list of forms, and in my case I only have 3, but this is where you would go in order to search for a specific form that you're looking for. And then you can even go ahead and go take a little further and look for a form that's been assigned to a user. In this case, I can go ahead and choose myself, or in your case you can choose either yourself or a colleague. You click on that, make the choice. And if you want to take it even a little bit more further, or maybe a bit more specific, you can select the dates in which you think the forms were submitted. I don't. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
Okay,
There's
great.
no area to type in like the exact form name. It just kind of is whoever it's assigned to.
No, in this case, it's just how you see here. It's just a drop down. You select the form, or you can choose all forms or select a specific form. Unfortunately, we don't have an area to type in the form, and it's just a drop down also to select the user that it's assigned to. That's basically it. And then the date, if you want to narrow it down a little bit more, if maybe you have way too many forms, or forms have been submitted for, let's say, about a year, so maybe you want to go ahead and just narrow it down to a specific date. But unfortunately, we don't have an area to type in the name of the form.
Okay.
But just like, for example, you know how forms are attached to an email, right? So this is
Right.
just a little piece of information that might be useful. When you retrieve an email from the library, that form will automatically appear here in this drop down. So whenever a
Okay.
form is pulled from our library and is being used, whether it's you know for a campaign or just a test email, or if you're going to be using that form in your website, it'll automatically appear here in this drop down.
Oh, great.
So
Okay.
it always shows up there. So even if you have not used it, even if that form has not been used by anyone, it'll still appear, even if there aren't any submissions.
Okay.
So it always appear.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. So I'm also going to go ahead and just do a quick example. I actually have a form, just to show you that even if a form is being pulled from the library, even if no one has submitted any information, it'll still appear in the drop down. I'll go ahead and click search the forms list real quick, and nothing pops up, right? Now I have this same form here, and let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and fill it out. So I'll just use your first and last name if you don't mind.
Okay.
I'll use a fictitious email.
Okay.
And the phone number, as you can see, is not mandatory, but I'll just use a fictitious number as well. And I'll go ahead and click submit. And there you go. And that's our form submission there. And then let's go ahead and look for that same form. And there you are.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
First and last name, the name of the form, and the date and time.
Cool.
Now, if you want more information, or if you want to, normally what happens is I am the, of course, this is my account, so all contacts or all form submissions are assigned to me. So what happens is, and what will happen if form submissions are assigned to you, is you will be receiving an email stating that a form has been completed. And I'll go ahead and show you my inbox. And as you can see, there is an alert telling you that a form has been submitted. And there's your first and last name, your email, phone number. And in my case, I am the record owner because this is my account. So you will be receiving it immediately. As soon as the form is submitted, you will be receiving an alert in your inbox stating that Casey Finnegan, such and such email, has completed the form. So you can actually go ahead and log in to the customer center from this link that appears in this alert, and it'll lead you directly to the customer center. So I think that's pretty cool as well.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So basically that's it. And if you want to actually see, once you log in and you actually want to see like information, like the information that was submitted, like if you have a form that has, if you've created a form that has, more, that's requesting more information, like, I don't know, certain preferences, then you can actually just go ahead and click on the first and last name and you can see the form submission information. So if there was more fields that you want the potential customer or client to fill out, you will see all that information here in this section of but just by clicking on the first and last name, which is a hyperlink. So that's basically it. And that's how all form submissions work. Yeah. So I don't know if you have any questions so far. I mean, this is basically how form submissions work. And so it's a very simple, straightforward. So I don't know if process. So I don't know if you have a question for me so far.
No, not right now. Everything is very clear. So thank you.
Okay, great. Just one thing. This is basically it. So this is how form submissions work. There's nothing else other than that. It's a very simple process. So this is it. I just wanted to let you know that because sometimes, and I get this question a lot. A lot of our clients, partners, want the the email that I just showed you, right? That stating that such Casey Finnegan has submitted a form.
Yes.
Okay, so a lot of people sometimes they have to leave on vacation, so on and so forth, or maybe there's a very important campaign going on, and they want someone, one of our colleagues, or maybe the next person in charge, to get those emails and and not miss out on that valuable information. So they want to know how they can change that, right? So I think that I just want to go ahead and take the opportunity to let you know how you can actually change that, just for just if you happen to bump into that in the future, into that type of situation in the future.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So basically, that's called form distribution. It has nothing to do with form submissions, but I think since it's part of what I just showed you, I think I'll just go ahead and throw it in there. So this is the tactics tab in the Marketing Center, and as you can see, forms. Now, forms aren't retrieved from the library as a form; they're retrieved as an email. So these are the 3 forms that come attached to these 3 emails. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and change the form distribution for these emails, for any of these emails, you simply have to click on the form, and then you'll see a distribution tab. And as you can see, it's assigned to Carlos Madrid, myself, but I can actually go ahead and change that and select another user. In this case, I can only assign it to myself, but I can send a copy of the email notification to, to someone else within the organization. And all you have to do is just type in an email. I can go ahead and do my colleague, Kevin. So not only will I be receiving the notification, but he will be receiving the notification of a form submission as well, every time a form is being submitted.
So then when, say, you come back from vacation and you wanted to remove that, you would just come back to this area and then like delete them out of here, or
Yes.
How would that work?
Yes, exactly
Okay.
right. Exactly right. So whenever you make a change, all you have to do is, enter or delete the information and click save.
Okay.
And that's it.
Sounds easy.
Yeah, very easy. And if you do not want to receive any notifications at all, you can actually go ahead and select no and save, and no notifications will be sent. And all you have to do is just, come, log into your account and go straight to the customer center, and the form submissions will be there.
Awesome. Sounds
Okay.
good.
Great. Is there anything else that I can help you? I'm going to go ahead and start recording just for the sake of this case, but of this training, I'm sorry, but I do want to let you know that if you have any questions with regards to this specific topic, or any other topic in the future, you can always email us at service@structureweb.com. We have a ticketing system. Give us a call, 24/5. These are our phone numbers. And we also have live chat available 24/5. And we also have a portal where we have a series of articles that are also available that not only talk about the specific topic, but many topics. And what's really cool about it is that it's everything step by step. So it tells you step 1, log in to this scope, step 2, so on and so forth. So it's a very useful tool that I feel not too many of our partners take advantage of. So support.structureweb.com. Very, very cool tool.
Thank you so much, Carlos.
You are very welcome, Casey. Is there anything else that I can help you while I have you on the line?
I think that's it.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to join this webinar training series, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.